Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here and welcome to another episode of Dungeons, Dragons and Space Shuttles. I'm very glad I checked audio settings before I started recording today because things weren't working. I had to restart my my recording software, which odd, very odd. As far as I knew, everything was working, nothing had changed. But yeah, so first things first, I've got a couple of piles of gravel out the back. Now, the suggestion was made about using charcoal and I don't have any on me at the moment, wood piles. So wood piles come from 8 logs with the saw in the middle, and if you place them in, let me just type pile, like this guy here, the wood pile from forestry. Here's our recipe, and if you place them in a pit and you cover all the sides except for the corners of each item with a particular thing, a particular block, you'll get an output of charcoal. Now, I was trying to do it with dirt, and for some reason it wouldn't let me do it. It just burned the wood and it was a waste. So I did it with gravel because it's what else I had available at the time. Now that I'm getting some ash in, because I've done this a couple of times, I'm getting some ash in, I'll be able to make some ash bricks. So I'll need to furnace up some clay to get some bricks, but I'll set up an ash bricks area to do this, because you get 14 charcoal per wood pile when you use ash bricks. Best one obviously is in stone related stuff, but gravel's one of the lowest, but I needed something, so I'm only really getting a bonus. Although with charcoal in this pack, charcoal recipes for that, you can turn ash clouds into charcoal. If you are furnacing wood, you only get tiny charcoal, so it is worth doing it this way. Now, to show you what this looks like, this is done. Only downside of using gravel is occasionally they turn into flint when you pick them up. This is an ash block, and if I break this, I got 16 that time, and the ash goes into one of my bags here. So I got 4 ash. Let's just take that out of there and see if it'll put it in my inventory first. It looks like I'm getting 1 ash. So I've updated the pack. I didn't realize I was actually a few revisions behind. And one of the things that was removed due to dupes and that sort of stuff was the mod that allowed you to automatically pick things up. So I'm still getting used to the fact that I can't auto pick things up, which is difficult when you're trying to do your mining like I was earlier in the series, picking things up from afar and collecting them. So we will need to look into getting a magnet. I know I have a little bit of magnetization on my shovel because of the, I think it's because of the invar parts. Yeah, because of the invar parts. So I get a little bit of magnetization, but it's not heaps. Now, comment on the previous episode was to get rid of the worms because they weren't really doing much and replace the ground with fertile soil. So I've done that. I grabbed a bunch of wheat out of my farms and seeds and stuff and put them in the little things over here, and I think before you would have seen there is some fertile soil in here. So placing just regular wheat, move these out of the way. I just grab wheat and its corresponding seeds, I can come over here and place seeds in here and like wheat in this one, and it will compost down into fertile soil. Now you can only pick these up if you have an empty hand, it seems. But there's some fertile soil which I can use to make another one of these farms. So this is the setup that I think it was M Branch commented on the previous episode, having a sprinkler in the middle, which I haven't done yet, and then your 4 apiaries, your rustic apiaries, full of bees, because apparently the more bees that are in it, the better the boost. And then you set it up in the way that I've... Why am I putting that in there? Put that in there. Set it up in the way that I've got it. And these will boost the mystical crops, and so will the fertile soil. So I will be moving these guys eventually over there somewhere, and I'm debating whether to expand the wall that way and put another farm here, or whether I go up. Obviously these guys won't boost upwards, and I could save myself a couple of apiaries, or one really, if I build another farm here. This one will double up, boosting both farms. But I think I'll end up with going up at least a couple of levels. Leave like a gap of 3 or something, and then build another floor. So I could probably, I don't know, probably open the right thing. Do something like, we got fun. Here or something like that, and then go across. Then you'd have your water spot in the middle. Might go up one more. We could have a multi-tiered farm. Like so. So for now I'll get rid of that, and I'll work on that between episodes. But this is the new farm setup, and it does grow quite quickly. I grabbed all of this stuff just before I recorded, like I did in the previous episode, but these are going reasonably well. So I do need to get some sort of automation on picking things up, but I believe that needs the steel that we are currently working through. One of my quests requires lettuce, so I've got some lettuce going. I think that's one of the next ones in the kitchen workshop. Requires some lettuce, and I need to start looking up doing some of this stuff. 10 salt. I should have salt, maybe. Alright, so I've got a couple of things prepared for the episode. As I said, there has been a pack update, so there's no longer a button here to update your quests. You now need to do that manually using the old BQ admin default load command. Sorry about that. Sip of coffee. And it's added a dank null back, so we now have the ability to... Inserting items into it will automatically store any further copies of items into the dank null when picked up, and void any excess once the slot is full. I'm not sure how many slots it has. So you can make one of these guys with blocks of coals, red stained glass, and redstone. So I'd need a bit of that. I'll have to go and get some... I don't know what the difference between the red and the lapis one is. Interesting. I'll look into a dank null at some time, because obviously when I go mining I'm getting a lot of this quartzite cobblestone while I mine, because that's what this area is made of. And there's only so much you can collect. Eventually my drawer downstairs will overfill, and that would be unfortunate. Also not sure how the thing will go with having this mining backpack on me, whether it'll default to putting the cobble in the dank null or in the bag. So just dumping that in there. You can see our ovium and steel blocks from the previous episode. I didn't need 2, I needed 1 more, but you see I've got charcoal blocks here that I've been using this charcoal for. So just converting it into blocks and getting charcoal that I needed. There's the Tool Forge quest. Let's jump back out. That will be in here. Hello, my friend. So we're going to get another block of steel, gold coin, and a legendary loot bag. And this will unlock, as it says, Tier 2 ores, alloy, and smeltery. Claimed. We do have two other things here, and that's it wants us to have 64 diamonds. One block that elicits a little whoop of joy when you lay eyes on it, and the longest nose when you fall into lava. Yep, diamond ore. They want 64 diamonds. Yikes. Okay. And 64 platinum ingots. Okay. Don't know if I have platinum. Not 64 anyway. Nope, doesn't look like it. But 6. And that will be all I have is 6. Diamonds, on the other hand, I'm not real sure what I've got. I'd have to look in the draw system. Let's take a bit of a gander. Go down and have a look. We have 30. So I'm going to need to do a bunch more mining. Speaking of mining, I did a little bit in between episodes, and I went to a higher level. So I am almost out of this diamond hammer. So I'm going to need, I need a lot of diamonds. Going to need to build a new one soon. Did a bit of research, and thanks for the tip. Sorry, I forget who you were that suggested Mischief of Mice's bit by bit go through of the Co-Rail Graveyard mod. Very informative, and I will need to look at this a little bit later, because this little purple thing floating around is like a power for it. So we'll get into that. I will revisit the Co-Rail Tombstone mod at some point, but at the moment this is kind of just decorative for me. There are ways of, you know, jumping back to where you were and all sorts of stuff like that. So to be done in the future. Before I try and do something, let's jump back out of here and go to tier 2, because I figured there'd be a quest for making a tool forge. So, tool forge. It's not in this one, but let's just go to forge. This guy. So I need some more seed bricks, which I probably should have prepped beforehand. Silly me. Seed bricks. Grout. Yeah, it's all the same. So I need 3 steel plates, which is a good thing I made that other block of steel. I'm gonna need 3 steel plates. So let's do that. Hammer on me. Blacksmith workshop. That's right. I had this all set up for it for this episode. This is a sprinkler, cyclic sprinkler for the farm outside that I mentioned before. 2 gold plates, 4 bone blocks, water cell, 4 silicon plates, a couple of iron rods, and some iron bars. And I needed to make an invar spanner. So invar spanner is pretty straightforward. It's just 2 sticks and 2 bits of invar. Yeah, it's not real hard to make. So that is a cyclic sprinkler. I'm going to place him there because I'm out of space. You guys there, you there, you there, and then I need to go and make some seed bricks. So let's take the sprinkler. Go for a wander. Quickly make up what we need for seed bricks. So what do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 8 by 4. So 32 seed bricks. I don't think I have any. Let's chest for them. I've got a couple of these seed bricks. Okay, so that's 12. Did I have any more of them? Okay, so that's 3 of the guys. I'm just going to plop them in here for the moment. Let's do that. Steel ingots. Okay, put that steel away. Very cool. So seed bricks should just be like clay and sand and gravel. I don't know. Okay, so that's what do I need? 2 of them? Just need 12. No, I need that's 24. Oof. It's alright. Let's check in our... Didn't really leave any fuel in there, did I? This stuff's cheaper to get. I just had some fences. I just figured I'd burn the fences. I'll open this bag. As soon as this goes, I'll drop this charcoal in. And I'm not sure. Actually, I won't. I should move them upstairs, shouldn't I? Because it'll be quicker. Come on. Let's just take the 20. Wasted stuff there, big deal. You. Take the rubber. You can have half of that. You can have half of that. Sure, have some charcoal. Cool, that'll be quicker. And then I want to open the legendary loot bag. Superium apple. I can go with my Prudentium apple. Because that's what I've always wanted. Alright. Let's grab these guys. It's another. Whoop. Don't throw that on the floor. Not my chicken curry. There's another 2. So that's 5. Alright. Let's go drop the sprinkler down while we wait. Hopefully we don't get sniped by too many things. Now I should be able to break this. Place that there. The sprinkler down. And this guy should help fertilize our crops in this whole region. And we can just have a bit of a look here while I another sip of coffee. I don't know. I don't see a huge, like, it's not a visual boost, but I'm sure it's doing. Oh, there we go. There's something. I'm sure it's doing a bit. We'll investigate. Let me just harvest everything. And come on. Get these guys as well. Oh, there's always one, right? Still need to make that draw controller. Ooh, got one of them. So we'll leave this and we'll come back in a moment. We'll see just how much has grown. That should be the 3 that I need for this row. Cool. Those bricks should be cooked by now. Yep, just merrily burning stuff. I don't know why that did that. Cool. 8 seed bricks. Let's get our tool forge going. Because all that wood that I got for the wood piles I did manually with Choppy. And a lumber axe would be a smart move, which was also the suggestion in the comments. Now, I don't have enough methane. I need 8 buckets of methane. Where are my empty cells? And that was a hint into another quest that I was going to hand in. There's an empty cell. Can I take you and place you there? Well, that's unfortunate. man. I was hoping I could just like right click on this with the cell and... That's annoying. Oh, that's another 5. Oh, let's grab 5 buckets. Just in case. You, right? Can I? Oh, I can. Nice. It's like 4 buckets worth. Okay, so I need to put the pliers in as well. And what else? Hammer, burner. Okay, that's got enough durability. Blocks of steel, ovium, steel plates, methane gas, blacksmith's workshop. Pliers, hammer, burner. Pliers, hammer, burner. What am I missing? 3 steel plates. Not sure what I'm missing now. Maybe I need a better burner? No copper burner. I mean, there is another quest for a steel burner. I mean, I've got a couple of steel ingots. Let's do that. Maybe that burner doesn't have enough durability. Maybe. Should have. Putting things down. Don't care about the waste. There's a steel burner. Yeah, it was a quest anyway, right? So it doesn't hurt for me to do it. Gonna get some rewards. Steel hammer. It's an invar one. What's the hammer worth to make? Hammer. Not sure why I went here and did this. 2 steel, 2 sticks, and some string. Two steel. Got them. That, see, that's the spanner. If you want to make a spanner, that's it there. And this is the hammer. Steel hammer. Look at all the steel required for steel armor. That's harsh. Okay, you can put everything that I don't need away. Alright, let's see if it was the burner. And again, as I said, you know, I had to do those quests anyway to continue down the path. So it doesn't hurt to try. You. No, that's not the problem. What am I missing, people? Am I in the right table? Blacksmith's workshop. Right. You guys tell me, because that should work, right? Says I can do it with methane. 26 buckets. No, it's 8 buckets. Oh my gosh. Stop looking. Found the problem. Do. This is 5 minutes of my life I'm never getting back. One tool forge. Yay! Probably don't need the tool station anymore. So, tool forge. Nice. We can make hammers and we can repair. Oh, that'll be fantastic. That'll make, you know, nice hammer. Now, if I look at steel tools, does that give me... Let's look for... I see it's only mining level obsidian. I need cobalt. I need mining level cobalt. Can I type in mining level? Cobalt? Nightly. Cobalt, obviously. Ardite. Fire dragon steel. It's premium. Goodness me. Cesium, astrium, alamite. Is alamite like a thing? Aluminum, iron. Oh, man, really? Just regular old alamite. And the cool thing with alamite is it has global traveler, so you can set it up to... Pretty sure alamite's global traveler. Yep. So you can set it to an inventory and it will mine and place all your stuff in the inventory. But I think in that case, aluminium is the problem. I think aluminium is the one that doesn't spawn for us. So that's the interesting one. Okay, let's go back to the quest line. Hopefully it will give us some insight, and one day I'll claim whatever I'm going to claim from here. Yeah. We got the tool forge. So we're going to get a platinum coin, a block of iron, and 4 brass ingots. It wants us to make a butt-ton of casts. Hammerhead, broadaxe, excavator, tough binding, tough tool rod, large plate. Right. Right. Okay, so gold, brass. It's 1 ingot of brass. How do I make brass? Can I alloy brass? Copper and zinc. Copper and silver. From mana steel. Interesting. How much do I get from copper and steel? Okay, let me just run over and get rid of some inventory stuff. You can have that back. Run downstairs, because we're gonna need some space. You can have that. Coin. And I just got rid of my brass ingots. Got 5 brass ingots. And I want a stack of cobble. So hopefully I can just make stone parts. Actually, the thing I'm gonna need is gonna be these patterns. So blank patterns will be a thing. What are they again? They're probably... They're more difficult in this pack too, aren't they? Press sawdust. So 9 wood pulp. Okay. One day I need to get like some sort of powered stuff underway. Fine, you can have that. I'm gonna get a bunch of wood. That's what I need. 2, 4, 6. I need 6 for that quest. This is probably going to need a few, and that's going to need a few. Okay. Instead of making... Whoa, look at the time. We're half hour in already. I'm going to go and make some patterns. And I'm honestly a little bit shocked that I've done this for half an hour already. Okay. I'll do the patterns in between episodes, but I may as well do the one thing that I teased earlier, which was the quest that I had set up in here, which was flux ducts. Takes a bucket of silicon, a couple of lead plates, a couple of red alloy plates, and some glass. So there is 8 ducts. That should complete that quest. So we're still, you know, still doing the quest that I had prepared. Let's see, back. That is in here, main quest line. Gonna get some lead and a silver coin. And that's gonna continue our thing into ducting. There's fluid ducts next. Copper cable, which goes into insulator cable, and that's when we start into like the industrial craft stuff. The other thing I did have prepared up was this, the circuit plates from Project Red. That was really quiet. Not sure why that was so quiet. There we go. Circuit plates. We're going to get some more circuit plates and some other bits. I'm just going to take the coins. So yeah, that's a couple of quests that I had prepared in between. Again, kind of lost track of time there. I need to do some mining. I'm going to get some diamonds. I'm going to make up a bunch of wood, pulp, sawdust, etc., etc. So I can make some more of those patterns. And yeah, I'll just process a bit. Here's some more of these wood piles that I had spoken about earlier. So yeah, I'll get some more things prepped up for next episode. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.